My name's Sarah, and I'm 21. My mom's 53, and she's in a really bad relationship. She went from one abusive marriage to another, and now she doesn't get why me, my brothers, or her husband won't speak to her. Let me tell you what happened. My dad was abusive to my mom for years. They had my brothers and me, and he put us all through hell. He was physically abusive, and I was 6 the last time I saw him. About a year later, my mom married George, who's 62. He wasn't physically abusive like Dad was, but he was controlling and verbally abusive. Mom didn't see it at first, but we all lived with it. We saw it, we experienced it. When we were living with Mom and George, she would beg and plead with us to accept him. She'd tell us to do whatever he said whenever he said it, because she didn't want him to leave. Even when he was yelling and ordering us around like we were mini soldiers, she'd tell us to go with it and that he loved us. She'd say he was the good man he was, and that we should love and respect him back. We all moved out as soon as we could. My oldest brother was homeless for a few months, and once he had his own place, he let the other brother and me stay there when we reached the legal age to just leave. Before I left, Mom begged me to stay. She begged me to be more respectful and understanding. She said she needed me there to help her show him the respect he was asking for. She told me he didn't have to take us on and support us, but he did. If he got a little loud at times, that should be okay. She was desperate to keep me there, but I left anyway. We had a little contact for a few weeks, and then I went no contact. Recently, she reached out again and begged for a relationship with us. She said she loves and misses us and asked why we refused to have a relationship with her and George. She invited us to dinner as a family, and we declined. Then she asked if we could go for coffee, and now she's asking for a face-to-face talk. I don't think it's a good idea. If I thought we could help Mom leave, I'd do it, but she's content to ignore what George is. I have no wish to play happy family. Mom really let us down, but nobody deserves to be in an abusive relationship. It's making me stumble a little on what the right thing to do is. I don't know if people need me to specify the abuse from George, but I will. He would call all of us names. Mom was a slut and a stupid bitch. My brothers were dumbass fuckers and weak pussies. I was called piss pants primarily, but he'd also call me dumb and a bitch or bratty. He'd lock all the doors when he didn't want anyone going anywhere. He got locks put on the windows too, so we couldn't get out through them. There were times he'd show up outside our schools to watch us and make sure we were behaving. He used to set time limits for how long we could be out of the house, including Mom. He'd watch over us doing chores and homework and demand we read aloud our homework and answer it to his face just because if I was reading a book, he'd do the same. He got my oldest brother fired from 4 different jobs by demanding he be fired. He had rules Mom had to follow, like having his meal on the table and ready when he got home from work. But it had to be timed perfectly or else. He'd demean her pretty much every single day by saying she was bad at things and insulting the things she did. He'd get very loud when she made a dinner he didn't like, or if something was even a tiny bit off, like his drink wasn't cold enough. Those are just a few examples. Follow for part 2.